we've got to do something. I think probably we've now reached the point where we need to bring the military in to help us. All really Border Force are doing is operating a collection service from the Channel. We need to stop these people. We need the military to actually come and take over and help us to do this.
And is there any evidence that all these many millions of pounds that we're giving to the French government has actually done much at all? Of course, last year we gave over £20 million to try and beef up the border guard patrols on French beaches. And this year we've given an extra £50 million. Is this doing anything at all, or are we just whistling this money in the wind?
Well, because the French policing system is very, very different to the UK, the French border police, the PAF, there aren't lots and lots of PAF officers. So what the French are doing is they're bringing in their CRS police from all over France, and that has to be paid for. So they're putting the CRS onto the beaches in Calais, further down the coast towards Boulogne, and perhaps quite significantly further up the coast into the Dunkirk area. And that has to be paid for. And the French are saying to us, well, you want these people, you pay for it.
And do you, there's an argument here, isn't there, and it's the argument people who are sort of migrant groups and the advocates for migrants would use this argument. The reason so many numbers are coming here is because the number of legal routes, so to speak, other official routes for them to sort of claim asylum, they simply aren't there. And they would argue, well, what Priti Patel needs to do is not get tougher on them, not have these extended sentences, not try and crack down at them at the border, but actually just open up more legal routes. What would you say to that?
I think we have to remember that between 2015 and 2019, the United Kingdom took 25,000 refugees into the UK, which was more than any other European country. So the argument that we're not doing enough is really a little bit thin when you look at those figures. Yes, we need to look at a global system for migrants, not just to the UK. We're a tiny little island. We can't take more than the rest of Europe.
Now, of course, the UK government can't do this alone. One of the big problems over this whole crisis over the last few years is that we need to play ball with the French in order to move people back to France or get those patrols on French beaches. We need the cooperation of the French government. Do you think the French government have been particularly cooperative here, or are they just continually asking for more money?
I think the thing is that it's not just the French that we need cooperation from. It's the whole of the EU. This is an EU approach, not just the French approach. They're only coming to France because they want to come to England. But the French man in the street, if you like, is saying, look, England's that way. If you want to go, off you go. It's our fault in a way. We're very generous with what we give illegal migrants, with housing and benefits and medical care and everything else. So that makes us very attractive. And we are continually rewarding these people that are breaking the law. So, of course, they'll come.
Isn't there an argument that, well, look, these people have already arrived, they have effectively become our problem now, and maybe actually we should just sort of say, well, we need to get more benefit almost out of these people since they're already here. Maybe get them into work, maybe give them the right to work, given that it takes, it's not, you're not going to deport them tomorrow. It takes so long, these processes, to process every person, to sort of hear their case, whether it's a legitimate asylum case. Isn't there a case for actually just saying, look, if they're coming here and whilst we process them, just let them work?
Well, that's a difficult one. they shouldn't be here. We're rewarding them for breaking the law, and I don't really think we should be doing that. I have a lot of time for genuine refugees. I actually, a few years ago, I had an appendicitis, and a Syrian doctor took my appendix out, and I'm very, very grateful to him for doing it. I actually had landed him at the prior to that, so I recognised him. I don't know whether he recognised me, but I certainly recognised him. So yes, there is a benefit in that, but we can't reward people for breaking the law.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows, and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.